What's going on, guys? Here with you, not with this football video and now with this Seahawks video, but with a little, or something mm, more very serious that happened in Minneapolis, Minnesota, Monday afternoon with police and African American man by the name of George Floyd. For those of you that don't know what happened, let me give you the rundown. And I'm sorry if this isn't my usual happy-go-lucky self, and if this video isn't your cup of tea, but it's something serious that needs to be discussed. I also hope all of you are staying safe from this COVID-19 because we in the United States just reached over 100,000 deaths because of it. So that is very, very unfortunate. But back to this George Floyd incident. So cops were called because a group of African Americans were allegedly doing drugs in a car outside of a store of some kind, and the police say that the driver, George Floyd, was resisting, but I'm watching a video right now by the New York Post, which shows that he obviously was not resisting, not doing anything, but yet one officer takes him to the ground, puts his knee on the back of George Floyd's neck. Somebody at that point started recording the incident. You can audibly hear him say, "I can't breathe," calling for his mother. The people were there are saying, trying to get the cops to get off him. The officer that was with the arresting officer isn't even trying to help. He's just telling the people that are there, don't do drugs, don't do drugs. At that point, an EMT from Minneapolis comes up and says, You don't have to do that. You don't have to do that. At that point, he turns blue. He stops moving. And they're trying to tell the police to check his pulse. The officers acting as if nothing wrong. The EMT had the off-duty EMT is saying check his pulse. He's not moving. It still takes the arresting officer almost 2 full minutes to get his knee off George Floyd's neck. And then finally call for EMTs. At that point, EMTs show up and later declare him dead. This video goes viral on social media. The cops are fired but have not yet been charged with murder, which, in my opinion, they should be, because there was no need for that much aggression to happen, especially with him not resisting and then saying he couldn't breathe. So yeah, these 2 officers should definitely be charged with murder, in my opinion, and they should go away for the rest of their lives for killing a man. No, this is just the tip of the iceberg when it comes to police from everywhere being corrupt with power. Now, personally, I do not trust cops. It started with me from a young age. I couldn't have been older than 5. Let's see how much I can remember. We were coming from a swap meet in the valley. Me, my parents, my sister, my grandparents, and one of my uncles. So 7 of us in a 5-seater car. 5+6, because it was in expedition or excursion. I can't remember which. But we're all in the back, trying to make room. I'm in between. I'm on mom's lap, in between my sister and my grandmother. My grandmother and my grandfather had the window seat in the back, and my mom my dad and my uncle are in the driver and passenger seat. My dad decides to stop and get a piece of meat to barbecue. When we get home, we notice a motorcycle cop across the street. My dad tells everybody in the car, don't make eye contact. I'm looking out the corner of my eye just because at that point I was just wondering why my dad doesn't want us looking at the motorcycle cop. At that point, my grandfather started staring, literally staring, for a good. My dad was in the store for a good 3 minutes. My grandfather stared at the motorcycle cop the whole time. Not the smartest thing to do. So, my dad gets back into the driver's seat. And before he can even start the car, we hear, real lights from the motorcycle. And I know at that point, we're not going anywhere for a little bit. So, the cop goes to the driver's side door, asks my dad for license and registration. At that point, my dad is so nervous when he opens his wallet, everything comes flying out. License, registration, everything. The cop does nothing to help. Instead, my dad gets out, picks up everything, and hands it to the cop. He asks why there are so many people in one car. And I'm thinking to myself, because we don't have money for 2 cars? Like, it's not that difficult to understand. He asks why I'm not worrying about it again. I think to myself, because we hear you were stopped. There's no reason for me to worry about when we're stopped. We haven't even put the car in drive yet. Why are they gonna put a seatbelt over me if we're still stopped and I'm gonna be uncomfortable? My dad, God bless him, explains all that to the motorcycle cop, and he just lets us on our way and tells us about, you might want to buy a disabled car. And we're looking at each other like, are you gonna give us the money for that? Because right now we can't afford it. Thankfully now we can, and now I have a disabled van, but that's besides the case. He didn't need to fill us over. Didn't need to ask. Basically, the whole thing was a waste of time. And yeah, another example why I don't trust cops is because let me see if the video is still on my YouTube. The year after we lost the Super Bowl to the let me rephrase that. The year after the Seahawks lost the Super Bowl in Arizona to the Patriots, the Seahawks started their season in St. Louis. The Rams are my stepdad's favorite team, and the Seahawks are mine. He hadn't seen the Rams play since they had left LA, so I figured, hey, let's start the season off and go to St. Louis. By the way, if you have never been to St. Louis, don't ever go there. Nothing happens after 8, and yeah, just not the best city to go to. Very quiet, very dull, very white. And I'll just leave it at that. Especially downtown St. Louis near the Arch. Now let me see if this video is up. It's still up on my YouTube channel. Or if it's been taken down. Did I even do a video that trip? I can't remember. Apparently it's been taken down. I really don't know why, but that's besides the point. So after the game, which we lost in overtime, not that that matters, just force of habit. I apologize. But after the game was over, my mom decided, let's go wait by the buses, and see if we can get any of the players' attention. I thought to myself, okay, this should be fun because some of the players knew me by uh, just by seeing me because I'd been through a walkthrough. So players like Sharon, who else? Sharon, some of the linemen, and maybe Pete would, if they would have seen me, they would have came and said hi. But so when we get there, there's already a line against the barricade. My mom tries to get me up front to the front of the barricade, and some white woman says, you can't use your son's chair as a battering ram. First off, she wasn't using my chair as a battering ram. She was just trying to get me to the front of the line so the players would see me and come to me. So at that point, a female African American police officer comes up and says, you have to move, you have to move. At this point, my mom is very upset at both the women. The woman who said she was using me as a battering ram on the officer. Now, at this point, I'm moving my leg back and forth because I have no control of what my body does. So I have a pillow behind my leg. Stop me from raising my leg when I kick. So my foot goes forward and back, and I kick the pillow. And when I do that, the police officer says, oh, I'm gonna call the cops. Your son just kicked me. I look at her like, you must be out of here. Mind you, no, I didn't kick you. I kicked the freaking pillow behind my legs. You're in front of me. I didn't kick you. And at this point, my mom had enough. She said, you know what? Go ahead and call for backup. Tell them a guy in a wheelchair kicked you. And see what happens. My mom had enough. I had enough. Thankfully, a fan stepped in and said, oh, look, let's just try to get some of the players over here to calm the situation. I can get you Fat Jackson and maybe Marshawn Lynch, because apparently she had a relationship, a friendship with both players, and I was thankful that she was there to calm the issue and help me meet the players. I did meet Fred Jackson, Tyler Lockett that day. So, but at that point, my mood was ruined. ruined. I didn't smile for any of the pictures. I have a scowl on my face the whole time because of what had just happened. Yeah. So that's why I don't trust cops. People of color don't trust. Let me rephrase that. Some people of color don't trust cops for various reasons, especially cops who are white just because, well, they're white, and people of color non and white people don't mix too well, especially those who have badges. So yeah. So with that being said, um, it was a racist cop who did this to George Floyd. It was racist cops that did that to me and my family both times. Racist cops who are part of the evil of society in general. So, yeah, racism has been alive for hundreds of years. Unfortunately, I don't see it stopping anytime soon, especially in police departments, because once somebody gets a badge, the power goes to their head. I would know. I had a cousin who was a cop. The second week on the job, the power had already gone to his head. He was already pulling people over just for going a mile over the speed limit and bragging about it to my dad, his uncle. I told him, "What the hell are you doing? What's wrong with you?" And I haven't seen him since that day. So, yeah. People let the badge go to their, and the power go to their head, unfortunately. So, with that being said, stay safe out there. And until next time, God bless and now, peace. It's a quote in the way, fuck the police. And I'm out. Peace.